Donald Trump, of all people, has been chosen to speak at the National Associates of Black Journalists today. And what do you know? It's causing a little bit of a backlash in that organization. The announcement, which said that the Q&A session would, quote, concentrate on the most pressing issues facing the Black community, was met with swift online backlash from some Black journalists. They decried the decision to invite him. He, of course, has made a habit of attacking Black journalists throughout his career. They led a movement to squash diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, and who is responsible for increasing anti-journalistic sentiment. You know, you see all those reasons listed and you're like, yeah, that's actually kind of a good point. He has done more individual damage to people's respect for the media than any other person in American politics. He has inspired his followers to believe that anytime you see a Black person in a job, they don't deserve to be there. And he loses his GD mind anytime a Black reporter asks him a question. So maybe he's not the right person to choose. The only argument I can see to have him there is that the topic is the most pressing issues facing the Black community, and arguably he's one of them. So maybe it makes sense to have him there for that reason. But other than that, I think it's a bad call.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
Now, Donald Trump is trying to get as much value out of this as he can. He posted on Truth Social, crazy Kamala disrespectfully refused to attend the National Association of Black Journalists Conference, but I'm on my way to meet with them now in Chicago, because of which she'll probably end up doing. She has no choice. But remember, it's only for that reason. I love that he just throws it like, so why is he so desperate to get ahead of her actually speaking there and implying that it's only because of him? Well, because he knows at this point that she had another speaking engagement. They're trying to figure something out. It is still possible that she will speak. And if she does, it is not because Donald Trump spoke there. It's because there's a lot of chaos in the campaign right now. They just began running for president. But in the meantime, and Sharon, I want to get you in on this. My God, he won't stop talking about this on Truth Social. Getting ready to land in Chicago. Unlike crazy Kamala, they told me and crazy Kamala Harris that you could not do this event with Zoom. It's not allowed or acceptable. She declined and blah, 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 keeps on going on that she's gonna be there on Zoom. Maybe they just really want to have her at the event. Maybe that's the reason. But he's just like, he clearly doesn't care at all about this organization, about Black journalists. He just sees, maybe this will help me out a little bit with Black voters. Sharon, what do you think?
It's a disaster. And the disaster starts with the leadership of NABJ, Ken Lemon, the others involved in this. They lack transparency. Listen, he's the biggest liar we've seen perhaps since the beginning of time. I'm sure there's some other characters and some are biblical, but I can't recall anyone being a bigger liar. He's talked about the press, fake news, enemy of the state, all this stuff. So why are you, and he won't cop to anything, because normally I'd say bring it on and let the journalists do what they're supposed to do and uncover all of it. But it's just like this maybe it's pickleball or tennis, whatever it is, it's ping-ponging back and forth. They try to fact check something, he pivots, makes up another line. So that part's not even gonna work. The National Organization of Women would not invite a rapist to their special conference. I don't know why Black journalists should invite this bigot, this racist stench of a man at their special conference. I'm not getting it here, and I'm all for a fight. They don't even have a member of the Black press who's on that stage. Harris Faulkner? She works for the propaganda machine. Okay, I don't understand any of this.
Spreading actual propaganda. Yeah, I mean, there's a version of that for women. There was a bus at the RNC of concerned women. And if I was a woman at the RNC, I'd be concerned as well, but that's not what they were concerned about. They were right wingers. Yeah, I don't get it. Look, maybe it'll be super confrontational. I kind of doubt it. And it's up to me to say, but I understand why people have an issue with it. And we'll get to one of the consequences of the organization. But first I want to turn to two things. First of all, I saw a comment, I just want to make clear. There was a reference to, someone thought I had said GED mind. No, it was GD mind, it's goddamn mind. It's an old timey way of referencing goddamn mind. I'm not insulting people with GEDs. Apologies if that's what you thought I was saying. But next, I do want to turn to April Ryan, who has tangled with Trump before, and here she is talking about it.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
On the campaign trail, you called yourself a nationalist. Some people saw that as emboldening white nationalists. Now people are also saying that the president.
It's such a racist
There are
question.
some people.
The same thing with April Ryan. I watch her get up. I mean, you talk about somebody that's a loser. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional
Well, I
Hispanic
would.
Caucus?
I tell you what. Do you want to
as well
set
as
up the
on
meeting?
civic-
Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of yours?
I'm just a reporter.
So he tweeted this late on Friday night. He said, LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. I like Mike.
Are they friends of yours? I mean, just again, this is why Harris is going to trigger him every day. He sees a black person daring to ask him a question, an oppositional question, and he cannot control himself. He is every bit as emotional. Again, as I said earlier, as they always say, women are going to be his president. You plop him in front of an April Ryan or something like that. There were other reporters as well, and he simply cannot control himself. And this is the guy that they're inviting to the meeting.
Emotional quotient. It's it might be negative. It might be pulling a Vance right now. How many points did it moonwalk back? He just doesn't have it. He does not know how to comport himself. And now that Kamala is leaning in, he better not take the debate stage because she's just licking her lips and saying, what will I do? She doesn't need to really prepare. She just needs to do okay. And it will be perhaps epic, okay? Epic. Because she does seem very unbothered. Remember how she was against Pence? Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Vice President, please. You know, that's who she is. And so the guy is a mess. Are they friends of yours? Yeah, because I know all the black people, okay? I know all the blacks. He started it. We're just reacting.
And he's like, that's such a stupid, stupid question. But I watch you ask a lot of stupid questions. Dear God, what broke this man? What is wrong with his brain? What is wrong with his soul?
Sixth grade counselor doesn't have to deal with this kind of stuff. And it's pretty bad in the sixth grade, okay? They don't have to deal with that though. Crazy.
No, we have higher expectations these days. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?